Alright, so we're checking out the only game where you play a person who has enough dark secrets that they could be on every terrorist watch list in the entire planet, but the only thing that you can divulge them to is a rock. It's Conversation with a Rock. More murder confessions to a rock, damn it. In Conversations with a Rock, you play a young man who has a history of doing everything in the entire universe illegal. Since your parents and your friends have all disowned you because they're tired of bailing your ass out of prison, your only friend left is this rock. So you have to make choices on how to befriend the rock, and as you go through their entire relationship, you get to learn horrifying things. I don't really know how to start greeting a rock, so I'm gonna go with what's up. I'm not gonna lie, from what I understand, the conversation gets really screwed up. I wanna see exactly where this goes. So I guess you're the rock I'm going to have a conversation with. Hi, or don't be rude. Speak. I feel like if I was going to piss off the rock gods and probably get myself smitten, this would be the one to choose. Hello, aren't you going to talk back? Is there something wrong? I like how we're attempting to have a consultation session with the rock. It's like some sort of one-way therapy. I kind of want to know, hold on, is there something wrong, Rock? You can tell me. Can you speak? It looks like you have a mouth. Where the hell is my character looking at that this thing has a mouth? Is it supposed to be this? I'm really bad at those paintings where there's like hidden images inside. You know what I'm talking about, where they're like, oh yeah, if you cross your eyes, you can see a dolphin molesting a flagpole. I never see that. At all. Can you see me? It looks like you have eyes. Can you hear me? I can't see any ears. I could tell you about myself, or I could try talking to you about whatever. Time to start divulging all the felonies. If that's okay with you, okay, I guess I'll just start. You have to be cognizant of the rock's feelings. Don't treat the rock like a piece of shit, and the rock will guide you. Cool. My name is Sarah? What the hell? I mean, it could still be a young man named Sarah, or I'm just the jackass that assumed it was a man because I am. I'm actually quite famous, believe it or not. I used to be a rock. There's a way to open this rock up. I know there is. I just don't know how to begin. I want to know about Sarah. The rock told me to go to hell. All right, how about I'm actually quite famous? Yes. I discovered the Titanic's wreckage. Hold on, I don't know if they're joking or if they're serious. Was a person named Sarah, hold on, to Google. Hey Google, who discovered the Titanic's wreckage?
Robert Ballard. According to National Geographic.
Thank you.
But it was less than 10 years ago that Robert Ballard,
okay, shut up, stop, I can't stop it. Stop, oh my god. Sarah is a lying bitch. It was Robert Ballard. But most recently, I found the cure for most cancers. Which ones escaped you, Sarah? But before that, I was known for eating 150 hot dogs in a row. I may not have done anything before or since then, but still. I'm not sure which one of these is more important to me, curing all the cancers or eating all the hot dogs. What would a rock be impressed with? Yeah, you're right, probably the hot dogs. The Rock's like, I can't get cancer, I don't give a shit. Hey Rock, I would really appreciate it if you began validating all of my achievements. I'm starting to get pretty depressed here. This conversation sucks. You're such a great listener. I bet you would listen to anything. Do you want to hear a secret? Here we go. The bodies are in the garage, aren't they, Sarah? You can tell me. It's a pretty dark secret. This is probably just a ploy. The Rock's probably like a government agent and it's just waiting for you to give it up and then it's gonna take you to prison. But I think I can trust you. Actually, I don't want to tell you. Oh, we can 100% trust this Rock. Type dark secret here. Well, what happens when I give the Rock a dark secret? Now I have to come up with a dark secret for Sarah. Actually, this shouldn't be that difficult. This one time at a sleepover, this girl named Jennifer told me that my mole on my cheek looks like Robert De Niro after he's gone down a spiral of depression and crack. In order to ease my mental suffering, I systematically murdered everyone at the sleepover, except for Rachel, because she had to leave early due to having an allergy to avocado. I just spelled avocado wrong. Anyway, sometimes I feel pretty bad about what I did. But then I have a bowl of cereal and listen to some Avril Lavigne, and it perks me right up. Is this gonna go somewhere? I'm probably gonna have someone come into my house soon. Submit dark secret. Oh God, you're not judging me, right? This rock is totally judging me. Wow, that was cathartic. Thanks for that. Or wow, I feel nothing. Sarah, you sociopathic bitch. Actually, I want to go with you're not judging me, right? Of course you're not. You're a rock. Oh shit, closes right down. I picked I used to be a rock because I wanted to know where the hell that rabbit hole led, and it says 100 million years ago, all the atoms in my body were part of rocks. I'm not gonna lie, Sarah is very cerebral. So we actually have a lot in common, or you must get that all the time. You know what the difference between you and Sarah is, Rock? You're not a convicted murderer. Yet. I guess I could try listening to you. Finally, is the rock going to talk? It's the same ellipsis. It's just going back and forth. How long do I have to click on this? Don't test me, game. I'll click on this for as long as it takes, goddammit. All right, you win. I've been bested by a rock. God, it really does branch all over the place. I said I could be doing something else of more value, and it goes into like learning a trade, like eating a really nice sandwich, or like texting a friend. I like how it's like a really nice sandwich, like the kind of sandwich that'll give you a card at Christmas. I could actually go for a really considerate sandwich right now. This is just a waste of time in comparison. Yeah, because maybe the sandwich would at least talk back to me. So now we're talking to the rock about what our day was like. It says my day has been alright, my day kinda sucked, or my day has been great. Let's go with kinda sucked. Sarah, what is a sucktastic day for you? I tried oat milk for the first time today. I saw a dead rat on the sidewalk. Who wrote the narrative for this game? Let's go with the dead rat. It was gross. It was sad. It was sad and gross. Let's just go with it was sad. Sarah's got to eat. I stared at it for an uncomfortable amount of time. I looked away immediately. Sarah's the type of person that would stare at it for an uncomfortable amount of time. I hope it's gone now. I guess there isn't much difference between talking to a dead rat and a rock. What kind of conversation did she have with the rat? Except I guess a dead rat used to be alive. Functionally, at least. What? What is this? Now my character is just speaking gibberish. I think Sarah's finally gone insane. I mean, to be fair, we've been talking to a rock for like 15 minutes. I want to pick this one because I've been trying to pronounce it, and all I can get is Pak. So now we have Aif, or a bunch of numbers with an E, or DSV. I'm gonna go with this one because it looks like a password I would have for like AOL back in the 1990s. Orange LCD Gummy. I was just curious how much time and effort the developer put into the rat arc. It keeps going. If you choose instead of staring at it for an uncomfortable amount of time that you looked away immediately, it goes into I don't like being reminded of death, or it's unsanitary. The choices basically go from a living being is dead before me to can we get rid of this because it's in front of the entrance to my Starbucks. Does the death rabbit hole go any further? It does not. Every time you go to talk to the rock, it's different. I actually invented the oscilloscope, but most recently I swam across the Atlantic. So I continued to tell the rock about my fame. And now we're on, yes, I actually wrote the lyrics to I Will Always Love You. I like how it goes from eating hot dogs to curing cancer to writing the lyrics to I Will Always Love You. What's funny is this rock, it is probably not the first time he's had to deal with this. He's probably like every goddamn time someone comes up to me, tells me their whole life story. Next thing you know, they're confessing all their murders to me. What do I do? Well, I guess we're a songwriter now. But most recently, I produced 4 episodes of a comedic web series for PBS. But before that, I was most known for 8, the world's last rainbow-tongued fish. I haven't watched TV in like 10 years. Is PBS still around? Like 99% of the grammar in this game was totally fine, and then we had to get to this, where some dude is like, I know you son of a bitch. You're most known for 8, the last world's rainbow-tongued fish. I'm gonna go with the fish. Instead of just talking about myself, I decided to keep asking the rock questions. It's like the character doesn't care that it's a rock. We're on how's life now? How's your day going? Hi. How many of these did they program in? High five. Oh God, we're back to hay. I don't know if this is one giant circle of pain or what. It is. You could actually continue this circle infinitely if you want. Instead of telling the rock that it's such a great listener, I chose that the conversation sucks. And now I'm going to try and think about why this sucks. Or this sucks in a way that's so obvious, it's below further thought. Let us contemplate for a moment why this sucks. It's impossible to talk to a rock. It's pointless to talk to a rock. It is not impossible to talk to a rock because we've been talking to a rock for quite some time. Conversation requires a back and forth, or a rock is not alive, so it cannot exert its will back onto me. Technically, this rock is probably like, I just wasted 20 minutes of this girl's life, unless I throw it like a dice and make a decision on how it lands, unless I change my definition of conversation, unless the rock actually just starts talking, which I know it could. She wants it so much. The rock to talk, I mean, you know, because it's not really a rock. You're just a picture of a rock. Okay, now we're getting really deep. And if the author of this game wanted to, he could make you speak. Also, they're not exactly giving me many options on how to converse with you anyway. I don't really know how to continue. Last time I chose, I think it was meaningless to talk to a rock, so I tried pointless this time, and now it's gone into because it isn't conscious. I can learn nothing from it, or I could be doing something else and get more value out of it. Like what? Using it as part of your koi pond? God, I want this rock to gain consciousness. Okay, maybe I could gain some information from it. Like maybe I can analyze its composition to find some info. Or I could think of what, an alibi? But I don't care about that. But for what ends? I don't know anymore. How much effort went into making this game? I'm gonna leave, Rock. You better stop me. Damn it. Well, touche, Dev. You got me to have a conversation with a rock. Well, technically, you got Sarah to have a conversation with a rock. Now you can take my dark secret submission and let it comfort you at night. Anyway, folks, hope you enjoyed this episode of Conversation with a Rock. Until the next time, stay foxy and much love.